So welcome students to our class. Again we back our economics class. Okay, so previous class I discussed about the physical capital. There are two types of physical capital. One is fixed capital, another is working capital. So already we discussed the fixed capital, and today now we discuss and we learn the what is the working capital. So working capital, that means in the production process we use the raw materials, money. These are the including in the working capital, and obviously production requires the raw materials and money. For what? For like the weavers. Weaver needs the yarn. So here yarn is the raw materials. Potter, for making some things they need the mud. So here mud for the potter is the raw material. And for the production process we buy something, buy raw materials, or for the payment as wages to labor, these are also called the money. So for the payment process or buying something we need the money. So this raw materials and money is including in working capital. And this raw materials obviously we use for the short term process, because for buying seeds are not extending so much long time. So that's why the seeds we use for our short term production process. That means we not taking so much time. Okay, so we have already learned the three requirements for production. So next one is the human capital. Okay, so what is this human capital? We already in the production process we also need the knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together land, labor and physical capital and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell in the market. Okay, so when this production process we use ourselves or we use the knowledge, so this is including in the human capital. So this is called, and obviously in present days this process is called, or this term is called the human capital. So every production process is organized by the combination of the land, labor, physical capital and human capital. So these all are also known the factors of production. What? Factors of production. So all of you learn these factors of production very carefully and also go through your books. Now we come to the farming in Palampur. So first one we discuss about Palampur. The first point is land. Land. So see, this land is fixed, right? We can't enhance our land, or we can't enlarge our land, because land is fixed. So how we can in a fixed of land, how we can grow more crops or more production? So here said the farming in Palampur, they said the main, already I said this, the main production is, or production activity in Palampur is farming, and 75% people is depend on this farming process. Now they are working this field. Now here we say how we can grow more crops in a fixed land. And also in Palampur, they had also some wasteland, and this wasteland they converted to the cultivated land. Otherwise, there is no any scope to enhance the or increase the land. Now there is a two process to we can grow more crops. Okay, so what is this process? First one is multiple cropping. Second one is modern farming method. So first we discuss the multiple cropping. So what is this multiple cropping? So multiple cropping, in simple words, this is a one piece of land we can grow more than one crops. Okay, so this process is called the multiple cropping, and this process also followed by the villagers of the Palampur. They in the rainy season they cultivated the kharif crops. After that, these plants they use for the cattle feeds, and then the next time between October and December they cultivate the potato, and the winter season they cultivate the rabi crops. So see, there is the one fixed land and the same amount of land. During the whole year they cultivate the three types of the crops. So by this they can grow their production. So multiple cropping is one way by which one piece of land we can grow more than one crops. And this is the main reason farmers are able to grow different three types crops in 1 year. And also they are providing in the farming process the irrigation system and electricity facilities, and they also can get the water from the well. Now we come to the next point, the modern farming method. What is this? Till 1960 they use cultivate the crop, they use the traditional way of the cultivation. But after 1960, the Green Revolution, they introduce, or our Indian farmer introduced the new technology or modern farming methods. What is the traditional process of the cultivation? That means this process they use the plow, they use cow dung, they use manure as a fertilizers. But in the modern farming method, they use fertilizers like HYV seeds for high yielding. They use the various technologies like they use the tractor, shower for sowing, and also use the chemical fertilizers. So these all are they improving our production process or farming process. And here is this thing is very important, HYV, high yielding varieties. This is the main terms of the modern farming methods. Okay, so student, today up to this, the next class we continue this chapter. So thank you.